Alright guys, so once again, thank you for sticking with me as we are heading into our last topic of the conversation, and that is under the radar, UFC 259 and under the radar. And for this fight card, for this pay-per-view coming up, there's not one, but there are two, and that is Dominick Cruz and Joseph Benavidez. Oh my goodness, you guys. I could not imagine if there was a time for Dominick Cruz not to be on a pay-per-view card. Not even as a, well, that's not true. I could see him being a headliner for a UFC fight night, but I could never imagine that there was a time when he was put on a pay-per-view card and not be on a pay-per-view card. And that is essentially what is happening here. So you guys, Dominick Cruz and Joseph Benavidez, they are both on this card fighting tomorrow. And Joseph Benavidez is taking an Askarov, and Dominick Cruz, I don't see his name here. What is going on? I'll look that up in a second. But regardless, I mean, Dominick Cruz, he is a former UFC Bantamweight champion. He has been doing this for a very long time. He's very skilled at what he does. I mean, you got to be. You're a former champion. There's no former champion did not get to where they're at for not being skilled. And if you guys have watched my previous video, I did mention that at Bantamweight there has only been I can't speak. There has only been one true Bantamweight undisputed champion, and that's that man right there, Dominick Cruz. So tomorrow, he will be fighting the prelim card, which is the last fight heading into the UFC pay-per-view. I guess they are calling that the prelim main event, and he's taking on Cassie or Casey. I think it's Casey Kenny. And both these guys made they both weigh in at 136 pounds. So the fight's on. But the story of this is that Dominick Cruz is not fighting in a pay-per-view. He's fighting in a pay-per-view, but he's fighting on the pay-per-view card, which is going to be televised during the pay-per-view. And not just that, neither is Joseph Benavidez. Both these guys, the last fight, they were fighting for a UFC title. I was going to say heavyweight, but they're not heavyweight, they're bantamweight. They were fighting for the UFC goal. And now they're both on the prelim. That is quite a fall. And on top of that, guys, it's just the fact that the UFC is doing that. It tells me that this card is extremely deep. This card is extremely deep. And me as a fight fan, I'm looking forward to watching the card, and I'm looking forward to cheering, rooting for both Joseph Benavidez and Dominick Cruz. I mean, Dominick Cruz, he is one of the only other guys that can make claim to beat Demetrious Johnson. Demetrious Johnson right now, to me, and for a while now, is the best pound for pound fighter in the world. He's got the best technique, the best endurance. I realize that he is a bit small, but he really fill into his frame. And when it comes to fight IQ, he's up there. He's the best at what he does. Demetrious Johnson, he's the best fighter in the world, pound for pound. Okay, and he has defended his title 12 times? Come on, man. Nobody has defended that. Nobody has defended a UFC title 12 times. And when DJ moved to one championship, he's undefeated there as well. He won the Grand Prix, and as of right now, on April 7th, he will be competing for one Flyweight championship as well. That guy's just a beast, and he's such a beast. He lost to Dominick Cruz. That should tell you how tough, how good Dominick Cruz is. And he's in the prelim. Wow, that is under the radar, you guys, right there. And on the flip side, we got Joseph Benavidez. Okay, I realized that Joseph Benavidez has never won a UFC title, but however, what he's got for himself is that he beat the previous champ, the previous person who can make claim to the champ status, and that is Henry Cejudo. He beat Henry Cejudo, and then when Henry Cejudo took off, he had got two opportunities to capture the UFC Flyweight title, and well, we all kind of know what happened there. He came up a bit short on both occasions to Davison Figueiredo, and you guys, that pains me. It's just the fact that, well, I'm a fight fan. I've been watching his career for a very long time. I honestly believe that he was second best. He was the second best fighter in that division for a very long time. And when DJ was traded to one championship, I kind of thought that he was the next person in line, that he's going to go in there and realize his dream, and that is to become the UFC champion. Then he ran into Davison Figueiredo. Oh my goodness. And now I'm asking myself, is his time behind him? Does he have one more run left for another shot at the UFC goal? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I hope so. But for him to do that, he must win. He must win the next fight tomorrow. And he's facing, let me have a look here. Sorry guys. Askarov. And Askar, he came in 1 pound overweight. He weighed in at 127 pounds. So let's just say if Benivedez does lose the fight tomorrow, he is going to get an additional 20% from his opponent. But you know what? These guys are fighters. These guys are professional fighters, and they are prize fighter. And I realize that prize is what they fight for. But I just want to see. I want to see Joseph Benavidez just have one more run for the UFC goal, the same way that Michael Bisping did, and we all know what happened there. It was a nice story. It was a nice story that Michael Bisping finally won a UFC goal, and then he went on to defend it once against Dan Henderson. He lost to George St. Pierre, unfortunately, but he captured the goal. He defended it. And the fight that he lost to George St. Pierre, he made a ton of money. So I'm not feeling too bad for him. I want Joseph Benavidez to go on to the same road, the same path as Michael Bisping. And for him to do that, he must win the fight tomorrow. And he must do it in a fashion to show the rest of the world, to show Dana White, to show the fan, and even show the next champion, because we don't know who's gonna win. As right now, Davison Figueiredo, he is the favorite to win that fight. I hope not, because if he does win, the path for Joseph Benavidez back onto the title is gonna be it's gonna be long. He's gonna have a long path to get there. So yeah, guys. So that is two fight that's under the radar at UFC 259. Joseph Benavidez taking on Askarov, and Dominick Cruz versus Kenny. I don't fucking know. I don't know how you say it. Okay. So after that, you guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have not, please comment, rate, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you, and tell me what you think in the comment section below, because I like to have a conversation. I like to talk. That's why I have this channel. Here we are. Okay. Once again, thank you very much. Take care. Be safe. Enjoy the fight, and I am looking forward to hearing from you.